Build in bulk. Hey team, thanks for checking in for the next Kilograms Kilometers podcast and continuing on this week's theme of training periodization. It's around hypertrophy, higher volume, but more specifically in season. And the reality is that in season you're probably lifting weights less frequently. You might be only hitting the gym twice a week for like true lifting sessions. You might be at the gym more, but those other days might be more focused on other things, recovery and mobility, that sort of stuff. But in terms of in the gym, you can still be in there and have a hypertrophy phase. I mean, you've got in a lot of cases, 10, 12, maybe even a 16-week season. So it's still good to kind of periodize, program it out, especially early in the season, right? Like you're still adjusting, you're starting to ramp up your running, your conditioning work. So, but it's not quite peaked yet. So, doing a little extra volume under the bar or with weights is totally fine. And what that looks like, the workouts themselves, the exercises can and usually do stay the same. It's just a matter of you're looking more at higher rep ranges. Maybe you're doing sets of 8 to 10, maybe 12 depending on the exercise, and probably minimum 3-4 sets. So that's one way to kind of scale a hypertrophy workout. Again, build some extra volume, especially early on. And, of course, definitely want to modify the load to fit where you're at, because you're starting to reintroduce contact and game-like situations and that sort of thing. So there's a little more frequency on those aspects, but you can still do some higher volume stuff with the actual weight. So that's just kind of one thing, right? It could be anywhere from a 2, 3, maybe a 4-week block, depending on the length of the season. I've definitely seen some teams that will throw in hypertrophy blocks just for an off week, just for a bye week. So it might just be a 1-week thing, or maybe it's just a 1-day thing. Maybe you have 1 day dedicated to hypertrophy, higher volume, and then you start to kind of scale it back from there. So if that's kind of what you're curious about or something you feel you need, want to chat more about it, brainstorm, figure out how to implement it, hit us up, let us know. Otherwise, keep the week rolling and let's keep working.